I know.
It's 45 degrees in the studio, and she's sweating.
You can't see her. She's around. You were like 37, 38.
I am your age. God damn it! Would you stop?
She
with
has
the
to be
age
at
shit?
least 38, 39. And she's sweating like a pig under her arm. And she tries to dress like young, like these Bowery Street bitches.
I'm not dressing young. I wore a lightweight cotton T-shirt.
They're beyond crow's feet. This bitch has pelican hands on her eyes.
I have less crow's feet than you, Patrice, and I'm white.
At least you're in shape. Your crow's feet look like motherfucking those cartoon pigeons that people draw. It is amazing. But
I have perky breasts.
She does. She looks good. She's perfect. She's a perfect person because she is a hottish middle-aged broad. She's a comic, but her purpose here is that I really think she's a super smart girl and fucking has a lot of knowledge about the love thing, and it's not emotional. It's not like you're fucking an asshole. She sits there and she rationalizes it like a dude would, and that's why I appreciate it, and that's why she's here. And the second guest is really one of my best friends in the world. We go back and forth. Analyzing the pimp game,
pontificating life,
right.
And bitches.
If you ever seen pictures of Gavin that does the show, Gavin is about 7'5", and it's like if you take an anvil and dropped it on Gavin, that's Dante, and he still has all the muscles as Gavin, more tattoos, lived more life than he's lived 85 different lives, and he's a super fucking genius too, and that's why he's here. So Dante. Fucking Reggie Nero and Kathleen Roll, who will be my guest host for as long as this show exists, and that's it. So, welcome to our little show. And
thanks for having me.
I'm going to explain something. Oh, Jesus, age kicking in. I'm going to explain first of all why I got this attitude. A lot of people know that I've been to Brazil 10 times at least. And what happened is I had an epiphany in Brazil for some reason that I hate to fly. And I used to get on a plane for 10 hours, not round trip, 10 hours there, 10 hours back to fly and hang out with third world hookers. Now, there has to be some sort of, you have to rationalize it like past, I'm going to get some pussy. There's other places closer.
Yeah. Why do you have to go to Brazil to get that quality of a hooker? I mean, can't you find that here?
It's the mentality.
No.
Is it we talked about it. You said it was a mentality.
It's the mentality of the prostitute. You mean she acts like she likes it? Is that it?
The prostitutes in this country act like women. They act like women that they actually have dignity and rules and things like that.
Oh.
And they make sure.
In Brazil they have.
No. I'm going to explain it. They in Brazil they pretend to love you so much that there's something about giving them money that you're not giving them money. Like, you're not buying pussy. They don't make you feel like you're some piece of shit buying pussy. And you don't, and in turn, you don't make them feel like they're some piece of shit selling pussy. Here, there's a weird war where you disrespect prostitutes. It's like, bitch, you're selling pussy. And they're like, well, you probably got a fucking wife at home, you fucking stinking mother. You're fucking here catching AIDS from me, and fucking, you got a wife and kids, and you're a piece of shit. It's the same combative thing that you have with free bitches.
Yeah, that you get with a wife.
That you get with somebody that you don't pay money for. When you go to Brazil, you see rational men, walking around holding whores' hands that you fucked yesterday. Like, you have to walk up to them. You're like, hey, how you doing? And you have to pretend you didn't just buy this bitch yesterday. Hey, how you doing, Inca? And she's like, hello. And he's like, I'm going to take her home, kissing her in the mouth. And you just go, wow. But it's something about them that make you, it's a weird feeling. And what happened and what came over me and what it culminated from is from the past where I used to be Mr. Write a poem for a bitch, Mr. Hey, I want to go out to
oh my
blah,
God.
blah, blah.
You wrote
Mr.
poems.
I used to, you know what I used to do?
Bring roses.
No.
Roses, poetry.
Here's what I used to do.
I'd like to see some of these poems.
Here's what I used to do in high school. And I'm going to tell you, just so you don't think that I'm you got to understand, I'm a fat motherfucker. And you got to understand that I got tired of just fucking fat girls. Even though I do like fat girls. I do like them, innately like fat girls. But the reason I wanted to fuck hot women, and I'm like, I know I've seen fat motherfuckers with hot women. And when I was a kid, I would write, my poems used to be, you ever see, what was that show where they used to show a picture? They would show a picture, and it's like, it'll be a bee, and then they'll write the plus sign, and then a leaf. And it would be the word believe, you know.
Wow.
It was called a rebus. So I would write a bitch a poem, I cherish you. And I would write an eyeball.
Cherry.
And then a chair. And then plus ish. And I would go, here's your thing, baby. And I wanted to know if I could take you out on a date.
Goofy.
And she would go, get your fat punk ass out of here. And I go, what the fuck? Why can't I get the pussy I want? And eventually, all over these years since high school, it's been like not an anger, but a frustration, like, what does it take? Does it take 75 push-ups? No. Does it take 1,000 sit-ups? No. Does it take a nice car? No. Does it take a fucking super motorcycle? No. It takes confidence. And it has to be righteous confidence.
Now, do you find that you get these women now in the city because of the confidence and the kind of revelation that you got in Brazil?
Yes, but let me say what the revelation was. Why the fuck am I flying 10 hours in this death trap to go see third world pussy? Why? So when you say why, this is one of the big problems that really men and women have. That men have mostly. We have a primal instinct that we feel in our gut. And a lot of times, the fact that the world's so pussy now, that I believe that's just infested with vaginas and how they think, that men cancel out their
primal.
Thought where, you know, if your wife does something, you know, or this guy's wife does something, and that guy's wife does something, they get a feeling like in your stomach. Your woman ever do something, and in your stomach you go, this fucking bitch. But it's like she does it, and it's something about what she does that isn't wrong. You can't pinpoint what it is. Like if you go, bitch, you out your mind? She'll go, what? All I did was ask for the orange juice, and you know she did something other than that.
Right.
But you can't.
There's the intention.
Okay,
it's the intention of what is going on behind that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a manipulative. In our culture,
right.
women are raised to be manipulative.
Raised by
I don't even think they're manipulative.
I understand
purpose.
what you're saying. Like she can't come out and say like I whatever she wants to say. It has to be something with the orange juice. She won't look mean. Whereas the Brazilian women would come out and tell you.
No.
You know, I don't like your hat or whatever.
No, they don't.
No, you're talking about the sleeping on what side of the bed. What side of the bed? That's what you're talking about. It's the subtle, innate, manipulative.
I'll tell a story about that's
there's
what
a
side
subtle,
of the bed.
innate, manipulative, and I don't even think it's on purpose. I think it's just it's natural. It's
malicious.
So organic in a way. The manipulation is so organic.
Let me tell a story about that. Let me tell what happened years ago. My ex-girlfriend, who I'm still friends with now, we was going to bed. You know, I used to hang over her house and stuff. We was go to sleep. And one day, and this is what I'm talking about, having a feeling, or just a feeling like, what the fuck? I hate this bitch, but I don't know why. She said, let's go to bed. We're going to bed, okay? So she goes, before we get to bed, she goes, what side of the bed you want to sleep on? And I go, well, this side. Then she goes, but then I won't be able to see the television. So I'm like, in my gut, I'm like, well, what the bitch? I didn't ask which side of the bed to sleep. Just get on the fucking side of the bed you want to sleep on. Why did you ask me that shit? So in my stomach, I wanted to curse her out. But in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute. If I curse her out for this, she'll be like, hello, police. This is the Raven Maniac here.
Right.
So what I learned to do over the last 5 years, and of course, like meeting with Dante, meeting with Kathleen, is I learned a way to just immediately become philosophical about my anger. and go, okay, why am I angry? Okay, I'm angry because she did this. And just that little story is basically she did that because women have two things in their head. They have the thing that makes them go, I love you. You're a man. You're bigger than me. You're stronger than me. You fucking
and make me safe.
I can't even open this pickle jar without you. And then it's the other side of their brain that goes, you faggot ass bitch. What the fuck you give a fuck? Why are you loving this motherfucker so much? So what they want is they want the girl shit at the expense of your manhood. They want your manhood when they want it.
Here's the problem. I think you get a situation where men in general, when they meet women, they send the representative, what I call a representative. That's the public relation guy, the suit, where you have to send the Jerry curl guy with the gold teeth from the mailroom first. You got to send him up front. You
can't
do
what?
To when you first meet a woman, you have to be the guy that you are, not with in mind that you're trying to lay her or plow. You got to be the guy that you are.
But see, you're moving ahead because this is where we have to come in.
Right.
It's because you got to understand